Hey guys, welcome back. This is History of Power Rangers, Season 1, Episode 15 of my show, but this is about Episode 14. Now, before I actually start talking about it, I just want to mention this, very quickly. I'm gonna do the same process. What I'm gonna do is, I'm going to record this tonight and then I'm going to try to upload it tonight as well. But if not, I'm going to upload it on Friday. So either way, expect it to be out before the weekend. I just thought I'd get that out of the way. Oh, and one more thing. We're getting really close to the release of Injustice 2. We're like a month away from it. I just thought I'd get that out of the way. I just wanted to get some personal information there out of the way. Now, getting into it, this is History of Power Rangers, Season 1, Episode 15 of my show, but this is about Episode 14, and Episode 14 in the original Power Rangers series is known as Foul Play in the Sky. Now, basically, this episode kind of focuses around Kimberly's character, but I'll explain why later when I get into it. Because it has her with her Uncle Steve, and they're going flying in the plane, and then later on, basically what happens is, but before Actually, I'm going to backtrack because I just wanted to mention something else. I am going to restart doing this video, but I just remembered something else. I just want to let you guys know. My 4-year anniversary with my YouTube channel is coming up. And as I told you guys before, it's on a weekend day. So what I was thinking of doing was uploading multiple videos that day if I get the chance. So, again, if I get the chance on the 13th, I will definitely upload multiple videos that day. I just thought I'd mention that, and now I'm going to restart talking about the actual episode. This is History of Power Rangers Season 1, Episode 15 of my show. But this is about Episode 14. Now, but before I actually start talking about it, I just want to get one little thing out of the way. Since we're on Episode 14 of 19... that would mean that we are technically about 3 episodes away from the Green with Evil 5-part episode. So what I'm gonna let you guys know is when I get to that episode, when I get to that multi-part episode, I'm gonna make one long video for you guys, because if I did 2 separate videos for both parts, that would still take too long. So I'm gonna condense them into one video for you guys. I just thought I'd get that out of the way there. Now getting into it. Episode 14 in the original Power Rangers series is known as Foul Play in the Sky. And basically, like I said before, this episode kind of focuses around Kimberly's character because of the plane thing. And then, basically what happens is, she's, talking to her friends on the phone, telling her that, she's telling them that, I'm recording a video right now. Good night. Sorry about it. Anyway, sorry guys, if you saw that in the video, I apologize. Anyway, she's talking to Trini on the phone, and she tells them about going flying with her Uncle Steve, and then basically, then then Rita gets intrigued by that up on the moon. She's like, "So, Kimberly's going flying, isn't she? Is she? Well, what goes up, we can push down with a sleeping potion for pilot Steve." And then basically, I just wanted to get that out of the way because that's the reason I mentioned that is because of what's gonna happen later in the episode with that sleeping potion thing. Anyway, continuing on with what I was saying, it goes to where the Rangers are in the youth center, and basically, basically what happens after that is, then later on, after Trini gets off the phone with Kimberly and stuff, then it goes to where Rita is, and as I said, it's about the sleeping potion, and basically what happens is, then it goes to where Squatt is in the episode. He's pouring the sleeping potion in his soda can. Oh my god, I'm sorry, but that's kind of funny. Anyway, basically, then he said that the potion ought to put the pilot to sleep. Just looking makes him want to take a nap. And then basically, what happens is he puts the sleeping potion mixture in the pilot's soda can. So basically, it's a drink thing. I just thought I'd get it out of the way. Anyway, then later on, Bulk and Skull show up, and then basically what happens after that is, I want to go flying with Kimberly as well, but Kimberly doesn't want them to, but her uncle said that her friends are welcome to come along and stuff, with them and stuff, and so they do come along, and then it goes back into a scene where they're on the moon, and after the plane gets in the air, Goldar tells them that they're in the air. The pilot should be out of commission unless they messed it up with the potion thing. And Squatt says that he poured the potion into the drinking can like he said, so he basically did follow instructions. Before I forget, I just want to mention this I want to mention this very quickly. There's a scene in this episode where it does a little bit of a flashback to the first episode of this series, so I just thought I'd mention that. Now, the reason why I mentioned it is because in the episode, while they're flying, Kimberly will be flying over the mountains where the command center is, which will be causing the flashback scene. I just thought I'd mention that very, very quickly there. Anyway, then Rita goes over to where, getting back into it with Rita's character, she goes back over to where Finster is after the pilot is out of commission, and then basically, actually, getting back to where I was with the moon thing, Rita has Finster create this Snizard, which is basically a hybrid monster that is part snake, part lizard. Oh my god, it's funny. And here's the funniest part about this monster. He has a golden apple on the top of his head, which he calls the Zafir apple. Oh my god. Oh, I'm sorry, but that's kind of hilarious. The Zapper Apple. Yeah. I just thought I'd mention that. Oh, and by the way, I just want to mention this also. This is technically, I think it's the third of the episodes where they actually destroy the monster without having to fight it in the Megazord sequence. I think it's the third one, I'm not sure, but I know there are a couple of them later on in the season where they fight the monsters when they're fully grown and stuff. But I think the Snizard monster might be one of the monsters that they fight without Rita making it grow. Because that I stated in my last two videos. The monster was defeated before it was able to grow and stuff. But just to get back into it with the growing thing, I just want to mention this very quickly. In the later seasons of this series, there will be segments of the later series of the Power Rangers stuff. I just want to mention this very quickly. There will be some episodes in the later segment of the series, show-wise, where the monsters will make themselves grow, or the antagonist will, in one way or another, make them grow. I just thought I'd get that out of the way there. I wanted to get that out of the way there since I was... I just wanted to get that out of the way as a little bit of... getting you guys prepared for when I do the later segments. Like the more, I guess you could say, modern segments of Power Rangers, and by modern I mean like the early 2000 onward. That's what I mean by it. I just thought I'd get that out of the way. Anyway, after a little while after Kimberly's Uncle Steve drank that sleeping potion, as I stated, he starts feeling a little drowsy and he falls asleep. And then, basically what happens after that is basically Bulk and Skull later pass out again. They pass out, and then Kimberly contacts Alpha on her communicator while she's in the plane, and then after Alpha says that he wants her to teleport out of there, but she tells him she can't because of the fact that she has other people in the plane and stuff, so it makes sense. And basically what happens is then, after that, what happens is, Alpha kind of guides Kimberly along with landing the plane and stuff, and then basically the rest of the Rangers show up at the command center, and then after Zordon tells them about the situation Kimberly's in, and she is a resourceful girl, she can get through it, and then an alarm in the command center goes off, and Zordon tells them about the Snizard. Now, about the Snizard, he's kind of a hybrid monster. What I mean by hybrid is he's part snake, part lizard, so Snizard kind of makes a little bit of sense because he's, you know, half snake, half lizard kind of thing, so that makes sense, kind of. Oh my god. Oh, and now that I've gotten into it about the Snizard, I just want to mention something. His primary weapon is the same kind of weapon that Kimberly uses in her ranger form. It's a bow, and he has this golden apple on the top of his forehead, which he called the Zapper Apple. Oh my god. And he has these little cobras that can drain their energy and stuff. I just thought I'd get that out of the way there. And then afterward, the Rangers go to fight the Snizard monster. And then later on, while they're fighting it, he attaches some of his cobras to them. And then basically what happens is the cobras start draining their energy. And then Alpha freaks out. He says, "Ay, ay, 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 ay." And then Kimberly freaks out at him saying that because and he tells him, and he tells her that he's not freaking out over what she did. He's freaking out because of the other Rangers. They're in a battle right now with the they're in a battle right now with the Snizard monster, and they need her help. So she's got to land the plane. But then she asks about the other passengers, and then Alpha says that they've contacted the airport at Angel Grove. Once they land, an ambulance will take care of, not an ambulance, but personnel will take care of the others after she lands the plane, but she's got to land it first. And then basically afterward, Skull wakes up from his slumber kind of thing, and he said that Kimberly's flying the plane, and then Bulk wakes up afterward as well, and then he's like, they're both like, she's flying the plane! And then later on, the control tower where they are is noticing that the plane's coming in for a landing and they're not authorized to land there. But then basically, after Kimberly's Uncle Steve awakens from it as well, because of the sleeping potion. And then basically what happens is, he manages to land the plane, and then one of the people in the control tower at the other end is telling them that when they get around to it, they'd like a word about that landing they did. And then Kimberly goes to into a secluded area to morph, but before she goes, she tells her Uncle Steve to make sure their passengers are okay and stuff. And then she morphs after she goes to a secluded area, she morphs into her ranger form and helps the rest of the Rangers fight the Snizard monster, and the Rangers then defeat the monster, and then basically Rita gets upset that she lost again. Well, how they defeat it is, you see, while the Rangers were fighting the Snizard, while Kimberly was fighting the plane, the Snizard had gotten some of his snakes onto them, which was draining their energy. And then he, like I said, about the Zapper Apple, he puts an arrow on the Zapper Apple to shoot at them, but then Kimberly shows up, and then they manage to get the snakes off of him, She manages to get the snakes off of the rest of the Rangers by, I think it's by using her blade blaster. And then basically what happens after that is they manage to defeat the Snizard, and then Rita gets upset that she lost again, and then it goes into a scene later on where they're back in the youth center, and then some of the other patrons of the youth center are sort of congratulating Kimberly for what she did, because no other human could have landed the plane just like she did and stuff. And then there's a report on the news about the Power Rangers defeating another one of Rita's monsters. And then basically afterward, and then basically what happens is, and that's kind of basically where this episode stops. So if you guys like this video on YouTube when I post it, I'm going to try to post it today. But if not, if it doesn't work out today, I'll post it tomorrow instead. So until next time, guys, like I always tell you with the series, may the power... Oh, but before I end it, I just want to mention, when I post this video on YouTube today, just please give it the real best you guys can. And I'll see you guys next time. So until either Friday or Saturday, may the power protect you always.